I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has...
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will which is why you need proper shield. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing up. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but the helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more? I need something light. But...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Think Mid might need some...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril? What if
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles...
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might... The knowledge of the past may...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, who will accompany you on your
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing.
Garlic? Are you sure this is the right? Looks like the ingredients for someone's...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. And now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Well, isn't that... I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak...
All right.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Harpocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up
I
on
won't have
these.
you spoiling another catch.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps...
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got...
Oi, don't touch anything. And good riddance. What do you want?
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that? What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. You'll not find a bruised...
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together. In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Talia.
For what?
For everything.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right.
I heard you the first time.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive, it was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly He's supervising the construction and testing.
Brilliant! And
Don't thank me.
right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dads. No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing
She said that?
She...
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just... But anyway, I was on my way up to see you. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men's.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? trouble in Canva, well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them.
The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft. Even perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck, you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be...
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, no. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now I didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that you've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with what...
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you...
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again,
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collect, which made it nice and easy for...
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him. Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmecian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is what? Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate... Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosa.
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not if we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain. It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
I don't recall ever seeing any of that.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rare. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place.
Even so.
Good hunting, Clark.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Well, here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, yes? Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it was problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurity, which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper?
So what exactly do
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Says they gave me a sample she'd obtained from the... You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, and do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave... I sort of would have gone myself, but, well...
All right.
Thank you kindly.
I think Mid might need some help.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. And it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see.
Those ledgers were my responsibility.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, after the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we...
All right. But that doesn't mean... Is there anything I can...
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more...
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, Rick. But you know how it is with this place.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure.
Really?
No, I don't. How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drape's fang is gone. The whole Mother Christmas. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid.
Here, you. Listen. I've got this theory. Before, I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid...
Very good. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thief...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen. A single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to...
I don't suppose you saw with the...
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship, every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that
And that's where I'm headed.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon...
That will be very...
Farewell.
do, girl. Let's go.
Faster!
Time to fight.